What up? What up, family? It's the Heathen Report coming at you once again. Sorry about that noise you hear in the background, but that's my dog. He's a Cane Corso, 5 months old, big boy, and he gets to playing. I got him running around right now. Anyway, I just wanted to talk about the Trump regime, the Trump and his minions versus the Iranian thing. There's a war going on, and let's get right into this. Iran has been firing missiles into at least half a dozen countries. Here's how the fight has been playing out. And the little missile, it must have been blow up. Iran is launching counter strikes after U.S. and Israel attacks on the country. At least 6 countries have reported attacks, many of which have U.S. bases, which Iran said it is targeting. Details are still emerging, but some countries reported damage and death from debris. Iran launched missile strikes into at least 6 countries in a retaliation for the Saturday morning attack by the U.S. and Israel. It's just so stupid to me how it's so stupid to me how you more worried about a country on another continent than you is about your own country. People living on the streets. People living on the streets. The roads fucked up. Can't even drive on the damn roads. They fucked up. Healthcare is shambles. Food, inflation through the roof. But you worried about this other shit over here, giving your money to other motherfuckers. That lets you know that this governments have been compromised and overthrown, secretly compromised, secretly overthrown, most likely from bribery. But anyway, let's keep going. Details are still emerging, but some countries reported damage and death from debris. Multiple countries across the Middle East reported Iranian bombardments with IRGC, the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps, saying that it had launched attacks on U.S. bases. Why would they say U.S. bases? It launched attacks on Trump bases because the majority of the U.S. don't even want war with other countries. We're trying to live peacefully. We're trying to live out our lives peacefully. We're not even studying other countries. It's the leaders of these countries that want to do this. You know what I'm saying? And why? It's because they're in the Epstein files, and if they have if they're able to go to war, then that'll deflect what's in the Epstein files, so they won't get locked up or something. I don't know. I'm just wondering. Iran said it targeted at least 4 bases hosting U.S. forces in the Middle East. Details about the scale and the impact on the strikes are still emerging, but multiple nations reported being able to intercept the attacks. Some have reported damage and at least one death from debris. At least one U.S. base appears to have been hit. I ain't shit. I ain't talking about, I'm talking about the people that got Trump doing this shit, that they run this shit. God damn, it's crazy. And I can't believe people don't see this shit. Y'all don't see this shit that popes, prime ministers, and presidents are nothing more than puppets with strings in their backs, and they're being controlled by puppet masters. Who are the puppet masters? I would have to say Lucifer and the 1/3 of the fallen angels. Lucifer and his minions. Bahrain's state news agency said that the U.S. Navy Fifth Fleet Service Center was the subject of a missile attack without offering details or reporting any casualties. Iran also said it targeted the base. The agency also reported Bahrain's defense forces saying that its air defense system successfully intercepted multiple missiles from Iran. It didn't say it successfully intercepted all of them. They said multiple, a lot of them motherfuckers. We stopped a lot of them motherfuckers. But it didn't say we stopped all the motherfuckers. Qatar's defense ministry successfully intercepted 3 waves of attacks that had targeted multiple areas of the country, and that all missiles were intercepted before they reached the country's territory. The state-run Qatar news agency reported. Now, I would keep, what does this say right here? What does this say right here? Trump says the U.S. has started. Well, no, let's go back, buddy. Trump says the U.S. has started major combat operations against Iran as strikes hit Tehran. Now, you gotta ask yourself, why is this going on? Why is this going on? Like, Iran poses no threat to us. Why are we fucking with Iran? They pose no threat to us. No threat at all. They ain't even fucked up about us. Well, at least they wasn't fucked up about us until, well, that doesn't matter. Why? The question is why? Why we fucking with them? There's some bribery shit going on. Somebody holding some bribery over Trump head and other official leaders' heads. Let's read this. Trump says the U.S. has started major combat operations against Iran as strikes hit Tehran. The U.S. and Israel launched strikes against Iran on Saturday. Two countries announced, President Donald Trump said in a video, that the strikes were the start of major combat operations. Uh, the joint strikes come after the U.S. and Israel bombed Iran last summer. President Donald Trump announced early Saturday that the U.S. had begun major combat operations in Iran, adding that the objective is to defend the American people by eliminating imminent threats. That's a motherfucking lie. You not fucked up about your people? You not fucked up about your people. You fucked up about the people that give you money. You fucked up about the people that put you in positions of power. You're not fucked up about your people. That's what it seems like to me, family. It seems like to me that the leaders of this country have gone rogue. Not fucked up about his people, but fucked up about his benefactors. That's just me. That's what I believe, family. I could be wrong, but that's what it looked like to me, family, because I don't think Iran fucked up about the American people. I don't even think the American people are fucked up about Iran. Maybe the old people that only listen to the news stations, maybe the old people that were born and raised and to this day trust the news like it can't lie to them. The news is the new prophets for them, ain't it? The news is they new prophets, baby. The news is they Jeremiah. The news reporters is they Isaiah. Uh-huh. The Fox News reporters is they Moses and Aaron and Abraham. That's how they look at the news, family. That's crazy. In a video statement posted on social media, Trump vowed to destroy Iran's missiles program and navy and ensure that the country can never have a nuclear weapon. He called on Tehran forces to surrender or face certain death. Why the hell? Why we not? Why, China got them. Russia got them. I'm sure Canada got them. Britain got them. Why we not messed up about them having them? Europe got them. Why we messed up about the places that ain't got them, and not messed up about the places that do got them? Why the hell would a person with a gun fuck with and bully a person that fights with a stick, that fights with a rock? That's crazy to me. That is stupid crazy to me. The lives of courageous American heroes, courageous, no, stupid American heroes, if you ask me, may be lost, and we may have casualties. That often happens in war, Trump said, but we're doing this not for now, we're doing this for the future. And it's not it's not a noble mission. Man, man. Let me read a little bit more of this, then I'm gonna stop. The president also called for Iranian citizens to seize control in the aftermath of the U.S. operation. This will be probably the only chance for generations, he said in the video statement. I never saw Iranian people, I never seen Iranian people hollering, we need to get rid of this regime. They fucking us over, man. They ain't giving us no money, no jobs. They giving us dirty water. They want to go to war with everybody. I ain't seen Iranian people talk no shit like that. So what the fuck is wrong with? I I don't understand. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna call I'm gonna call a person that I talk to regularly. I talk to him regularly, and he tells me a lot about what's going on in politics, what's going on in uh, with the Senate, the Congress. He knows a lot about that. He spent a lot of time in the military. I want to say he wasn't a general, but he had some ranking. So I'm gonna call him and see what he has to say about this war. He used to be pro MAGA. I don't know if he's still pro MAGA. Now, if you wonder if I'm pro MAGA or if I was, I haven't believed in anyone that got into office. I haven't believed in the presidency since 2008. Last time I voted was for Obama, 2008, and he got in office. And when America was supposed to lost all that money, we were bankrupt. He borrowed all that money from the fiat central bank and gave it all to the banks that got us broke anyway. Gave all those $17 trillion to the bank. Didn't give a damn dime to the people of the streets. Didn't give a damn dime to the people. That caused me not to believe. That's when I knew. That's when I felt that popes, prime ministers, and presidents were nothing more than puppets being controlled by puppet masters. With that being said, let us call, let us give a ring to my brother, the Archangel. His handle is Archangel. Let's give him a call and see what he has to say. Oh, oh, he didn't answer. Oh, he didn't answer, family. I wanted to get his take on things. He didn't answer. I wanted to know what he had to say. So I guess what we'll do is just listen to what Trump had to say on the United States military combat operations in Iran.
A short time ago, the United States military began major combat operations in Iran. Our objective is to defend the American people by eliminating imminent threats from
Defend? They not messing with us. What you mean defend us? They not even messing with us.
the Iranian regime, a vicious group of very hard, terrible people.
How? What have they done? They ain't went to countries and took their president. They ain't shot up boats riding in the water, just riding. How? How is it really like that? I don't know. I can't. I mean, what am I missing? I ain't seen nothing.
Its menacing activities directly endanger the United States, our troops, our bases overseas, and our allies throughout the world.
Before today, I ain't seen them bomb no. And if this is if it's really happening, I don't know. But I haven't seen or heard them bombing any bases that over the seas where American troops are. So I don't know if I can believe it, but just keep going.
For 47 years, the Iranian regime has chanted death to America and waged an unending campaign of bloodshed and mass murder, targeting the United States, our troops, and the innocent people in many, many countries.
And you know what? I guarantee you, I'm willing to bet. I'm willing to bet a whole paycheck of mine that the older people, 70 and up, they believe this shit. They believe this shit.
Among the regime's very first acts was to back a violent takeover of the U.S. Embassy in Tehran, holding dozens of American hostages for 444 days. In 1983, Iran's proxies carried out the Marine barracks bombing in Beirut that killed 241 American military personnel. In 2000, they knew and were probably involved with the attack on the USS Cole. Many died. Iranian forces killed and maimed hundreds of American service members in Iraq. The regime's proxies have continued to launch countless attacks against American forces stationed in the Middle East in recent years, as well as U.S. naval and commercial vessels in international shipping lanes. It's been mass terror, and we're not going to put up with it any longer. From Lebanon to Yemen and Syria to Iraq, the regime has armed, trained, and funded terrorist militias that have soaked the earth with blood and guts. And it was Iran's proxy, Hamas, that launched the monstrous October 7th attacks on Israel, slaughtering more than 1,000 innocent people, including 46 Americans, while taking 12 of our citizens hostage. It was brutal, something like the world has never seen before. Iran is the world's #1 state sponsor of terror and just recently killed tens of thousands of its own citizens on the street as they protested. It has always been the policy of the United States.
We need facts that break the non-believers' backs. Yeah, you're saying a lot of stuff, but how do we know any of this stuff that you're saying is true?
States, in particular, my administration, that this terrorist regime can never have a nuclear weapon. I'll say it again. They can never have a nuclear weapon. That is why in Operation Midnight Hammer last June, we obliterated the regime's nuclear program at Fordow, Natanz, and Isfahan. After that attack, we warned them never to resume their malicious pursuit of nuclear weapons, and we sought repeatedly to make a deal. We tried. They wanted to do it. They didn't want to do it. Again, they wanted to do it. They didn't want to do it.
Let me call the Archangel one more time, because I got to get his take on this. Oh, he's still not answering. He's still not answering. Man, I wanted to get his take on this. I'm tired of listening to this. But anyway, look at this. U.S. joins Israel in preemptive strike on Iran. Let's go back to that. U.S. joins Israel in preemptive strike on Iran as Trump confirms major combat operations. Family, I'm gonna leave it right here. We'll talk about it later on, I guess. But I want y'all to leave me a comment. Let me know what y'all think about this. What y'all think about Iran getting struck by the U.S. and Israel? What y'all think about Trump saying that Iran poses a threat to us and they chant death to America? I don't know if it's true. I don't watch the news like that. You know what I'm saying? I pretty much look at social media, but I don't watch Fox or CNN or anything like that. I don't trust it anymore. I think that they're told what to say instead of investigating. And if they investigate themselves, they get kicked out. They get kicked out like Candace Owens, like Tucker Carlson, like Megyn Kelly. They get kicked out. Anyway, y'all tell me what y'all think. And I'd like to hear from you. Peace, family. It's the Healing Report.